DNB is one of the world's biggest shipping banks and a major international player in the energy sector. Our speaker today is the CEO of DNB Sweden. She has long been an advocate for sustainable finance. She has broad and long experience in all aspects of banking, from retail banking to corporate and investment banking. She is driven by her belief in redefining banking for a better future and has formed a strategic vision based on sustainable finance and diversity and inclusion. And today, we have the honor to have her here to tell us more about just that. Please, guys, help me welcome up on stage, Elisabeth Beskow.
Thank you for the invitation. What if I told you that one of the most efficient ways to solve the challenges that our planet is facing would be to be closely connected to businesses that really need to change? What if I also told you that supporting major cooperation within gas, oil, or offshore gives you the power to be in the forefront of the green transition? Why? DNB is a Norwegian giant with a large portfolio of clients within fossil fuel industries. We know that we need to help them change. We also know that the best way to ensure a transition is to be involved and to set the conditions. As a bank, we need thorough processes to ensure that the companies that we are financing and investing in are well positioned to meet the future. My name is Elisabeth Beskow. I'm the CEO of DNB Bank Sweden, and I want to share my thoughts on investment risk. The way we talk about and work with risk has changed a lot during the last decade. But the past years even more, and it's getting increasingly important to manage your risk in the right way. We all need to buckle up because things are really speeding up. Policy, legal, and market changes develop faster than ever as the world seeks to transition in towards a lower carbon economy. A couple of weeks ago, the International Energy Agency published a report stating that fossil fuel phase-out is inevitable and the annual renewable electricity installation must triple by 2030. When it comes to reducing emissions in the power sector, the battle will be won or lost in the next decade, so we are running out of time. Investment in clean energy will create more than 30 million new jobs, according to the same report. And only about 5 million jobs will be lost, and of course, mostly in the fossil fuel industry. If we are successful, global GDP will see a positive increase of around 4%. However, if we fail, the global GDP will take a hit of 10% by 2050. The changing of preferences and the fast increasing awareness of the importance of transitional finance undoubtedly bring opportunities. These are opportunities that we all need to grab, and we need to do it fast. So how do financial players need to manage risk? And how could we use it as a competitive advantage? We need to ensure that our strategies and scoring models become an efficient tool to speed up the transition. We need to help our clients to really commit. For us, this means using our ESG risk assessment tool to help our customers to adjust their business into a more sustainable one. This makes us and our clients better equipped to anticipate future risks and opportunities and prioritize long-term value creation over short-term gains. We should make thorough assessments of future earnings and risk in each individual company. For the companies that fail to adjust, there is a great financial risk involved. And it's both for the company itself and for us as a bank. I made a short to-do list for managing risk while focusing on green transition. It consists right now of 3 things. First, we need to have the competence to make assessments in an ever-changing world. Things are moving quickly in many businesses, but renewables specifically is a great example. Secondly, we need to collaborate and share our knowledge. We need to push the boundaries and speed up transition. We also need a committee of critical friends from the public, from politicians, from clients, etc. Finally, and thirdly, we need to finance and support green solutions and sometimes be willing to take risk because we believe in companies working on disruptive solutions. And the actual risk could actually be that we are not brave enough. Are there any financial risk if all banks go green? Isn't that an exciting thought and relevant question? As said, the financial service industry is going through a period of huge disruption, but we need to take it one step further and really work together. We see a lot of legacy banks collaborating with fintechs, but what about legacy banks working with legacy banks or banks working with NGOs? What if we could be braver and create a joint plan designed for saving our planet? We need to collaborate more. The financial industry has recognized the business potential in generating sustainable growth and has gotten up to speed on how we need to constantly change our perspective on risks. But again, we need to move faster. Just look at the COVID-19-induced crisis. It has shown that we can change faster than we think. It has already led to permanent and significant changes on the world as we know it today. Risk management is one of the most important factors for achieving strategic goals and higher growth. And always remember, your risks can be turned into opportunities. I started out saying I'm working for a bank in the absolute core of the Norwegian business life, with many players within the fossil fuel industry. The increasing renewable energy demand is an enormous potential for this industry. The large oil corporations are known for their extreme expertise and have vast experience in leading large projects. In addition to that, there are many active, skilled professionals that already know the techniques of drilling, the technique that can also be used in deriving geothermal energy. I know that many people in the fossil industries are eager to convert into new expertise areas, but we need to move even faster. Put your knowledge to use and create new solutions. Be brave and turn your ideas into reality. Push the legacy banks to understand your businesses. Be our critical friends. We need you for our own survival. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elisabeth, for this great speech of yours. It's so inspiring to hear one of the biggest banks in the Nordics think about collaboration and risk in this way.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was thinking about trying to find a concrete example. Could you give me an example of a company that actually succeeded in doing this kind of environmental risk and managed to turn it around?
I can give you one example. And I think Aker Solutions, the Aker Group, has started up Aker Horizon. It's they call it for a positive planet investment company. And I think that is a sign of a traditional company within the fossil fuel industry that actually want to be in charge and lead the transition. So I think they are doing an amazing work around this.
That's inspiring to hear. Do you know anything about what they did to succeed in doing this?
I think actually, from their strategy perspective, it was kind of a, thinking longer term, which I think that we need to do.
I agree with you there. But on the other side, I mean, you're very positive and optimistic, but is there anything that you're actually worried about in this kind of transition? And
what I'm worried about is that if I was using legacy banks, it sounds like we are from the Stone Age or something. And of course, we are trying to read up. But what I'm afraid of is actually that we are not fast enough to learn the new technology, that we are not good enough to actually judge the risk in the new technology in order to finance it. That is my worries.
do you see that there is progress in this state? Is there things going on?
Absolutely. We focus a lot on the risk models that we are using, and this is something that we constantly are changing, and that we also constantly need to put in new things into the models to understand the complexity. And we need to also have the best people. I mean, it's not just to have the best people when it comes to the financing. We need to have really, really good people who understand the sectors that we are working with.
Mm. What is your recommendation? Because there are many people here now watching, they're both investors and developers. What would be your suggestion or recommendation for them now?
I would say, looking into the technology for geothermal energy, I think it's a perfect match with the oil industry. So my recommendation would be to connect, collaborate, but also challenge the legacy banks. And you need to teach us also about your technology in order for us to develop. So be brave, because I think that we need you more than you need us in order to actually save the planet and actually create a better world.
Did you hear that, guys? Is the challenge accepted? I hope so, for sure. Thank you very much, Elisabeth, for this talk. And you will be back with us a little bit later to summarize the seminar. So I look forward to having you back. But thank you for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.